So guys, the Hell Let Loose dev team are back from the holiday break, and we're only just now starting to get a bit of info on what's actually coming next in Update 5. And well, in this week's dev briefing, we've got some new details on some new tanks, some new uniforms, and a bunch more as well. So guys, this is BillyEatWorld again, and let's find out. Alright guys, so to kick off, I should point out that this video is actually a breakdown of the last 2 weekly dev briefings instead of just one, like I normally do. But that's because, well, firstly, the last one was a bit shorter than usual, and secondly, as you'll see, there's one more big detail to talk about that wasn't covered last week. So just to bring you up to speed, well, last week the dev team finally revealed that the Sherman tank that they've been teasing for a while now is actually a 75mm M4A3E2 Sherman Jumbo, which in a nutshell is basically just an up-armoured, up-gun Sherman, which was introduced later in the war to try and counter the much heavier German Panthers and Tigers. Now, the other big detail we got in this week's briefing is that, well, turns out this isn't actually going to be the only Jumbo we'll be getting in Update 5, and it's actually not going to be the last Sherman tank we'll be seeing added to the game. It's now been confirmed we're also going to be getting a 76mm variant of the Jumbo as well, which apparently will be more expensive to deploy, but slightly better suited to fighting tanks rather than just infantry. In either case though, according to the devs, both of these tanks aren't traditional heavy tanks like the Panther or the Tiger, so you'll probably have to be a bit more careful when you use them. For example, firstly, they're going to be a bit slower than a regular Sherman with the extra armor, and not just that, apparently even though they can take a beating from the front, they're going to be much more vulnerable from the sides. So anyway, that's a quick preview of some of the new vehicles coming in Update 5, but apparently according to the devs, we're also going to be getting some new cosmetic items as well. And well, here's the first new outfit they've spoiled so far, which, if you're a World War II history buff, you'll notice straight away is a US Airborne Uniform. Now, according to the devs, this is going to be a free uniform which will be available on all of the US classes, and you're going to be able to unlock it at higher levels. And the other thing worth mentioning is that apparently these renders are just a work in progress, so you can probably expect that the uniform is going to look even better when it finally does come out. Now, like I said, this new uniform plus the new tanks are going to be coming in Update 5, which according to the most recent roadmap should be in just over a month's time in early February. And we've talked about this in previous videos, but just in case you missed those, well, there's also going to be a ton of other stuff coming in that update as well. And there's also, and we won't go into this today, but there's going to be at least one more patch before that update does come out. Now, firstly, in Update 5, there's apparently going to be at least one new map, as well as light vehicles for recon units and a complete overhaul of recon abilities. And not just that, but there's apparently also going to be an overhaul of non-verbal communication as well, which is basically things like markers and spotting and that kind of stuff. But anyway, to finish up, like I said, we don't have a lot of details beyond that about Update 5. But with that being said, if you do want to try and pry some more info out of the devs, well, it turns out there's an opportunity for you to do that. The other announcement in this week's dev briefing is that they're going to be running another Play with the Devs night in about a week's time on the 17th of January. Now, apparently the events will run from around 7 till 9 PM GMT on a European server, which is to be announced. So if you do want to get involved with that and hang out and talk with some of the devs, well, keep an eye on the official Hell Let Loose social channels and also on my Twitter as well, because you know what? I'll probably be there as well. But anyway, guys, that's just about it for this quick update video. So as always, make sure you let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And look, I know this was a pretty short briefing, and that means this is a short video. But as always, just remember I can't possibly cover every single detail in just one video. So as always, I'll leave a link to the full dev post down below. As always, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and please feel free to check out the links in the description if you want to see any more of these videos. And also don't forget you can find my Twitter and Discord links down there as well if you want to keep in touch. And as always, until next time, see you later, and have a good one.